Jake Miller, a 38-year-old single dad, pushed his mop across the gleaming floor of the Norfolk Naval Museum. Nights were long, and the silence gave him too much time to think about the life he once had. After losing his wife, every decision revolved around his 10-year-old son, Ethan, and keeping their world steady, working as a janitor, wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. That evening, Jake noticed a sudden shift in the room's energy. A group of elite Navy officers walked in with authority, their uniforms crisp and their badges shining. Leading them was Admiral Robert Hayes, a legendary SEAL commander known for his sharp humor and intimidating presence. The men chatted loudly, unaware of Jake's past. As Jake continued mopping, Hayes' eyes landed on his worn military-style boots. The Admiral smirked and nudged another officer. "Hey, Janitor," Hayes called out, his tone dripping with amusement. "What's your call sign? Mop Master?" The officers chuckled, thinking it was harmless fun. Jake straightened slowly, his movements deliberate, his expression calm but unreadable. He hadn't heard anyone mention call signs around him in years. After a brief pause, he replied softly, "It was Lone Eagle, sir." The room fell silent instantly. Admiral Hayes' face drained of humor. The call sign he just heard wasn't ordinary. It belonged to a battlefield ghost, a hero whispered about in SEAL circles, believed long gone. Admiral Hayes stepped closer, his boots echoing in the silent hall. The other officers stiffened, realizing something serious had changed. "Lone Eagle?" Hayes repeated, his voice no longer playful. "You're telling me you're that Lone Eagle?" Jake didn't boast. He simply nodded once, his eyes tired but steady, carrying memories he wished he could forget. Hayes removed his cap slowly, stunned. The legend of Lone Eagle was one every SEAL knew, a recon specialist who completed impossible missions and once saved an entire platoon during a night raid in Kandahar. "We searched for you," Hayes said quietly. "Your team reported you missing. We thought you were dead." Jake looked away, jaw tight, the weight of the past heavy. "I had a son who needed me," Jake replied. "After the explosion, after losing my team, I walked away. Ethan was all I had left." His voice was steady, but the pain beneath it was unmistakable. The officers around them shifted awkwardly, realizing their joke had been aimed at a man who had sacrificed everything. Hayes straightened, suddenly formal. "Men," he commanded, "stand at attention." The officers snapped into salute, honoring the humble janitor who had once been one of America's finest. Jake swallowed hard, uncomfortable with the praise, but grateful for the respect. Later that night, Hayes approached him privately and handed him a sealed envelope, offering a high-level civilian security position with full benefits. Jake stared at it, emotion rising. For the first time in years, the future looked bright. For him and for Ethan.